Hello.
Hi.
We didn't in our last episode, or no, was it the last? I don't know. In one of the previous episodes, we did not introduce ourselves. We just kind of were rambling.
But that happens.
But it happens, and if you listen to that, I'm Bria.
I'm Tegan.
And we are Brain Soup,
Brain Soup.
the show where we talk to you guys about the soup that is in our brains.
Which is constant with us.
It is constant, and that's why we didn't introduce ourselves.
Exactly.
The
We got
last
too
show,
excited. What was
we
that
were-
last one?
Well, what was it? Oh, it was so the one I'm talking about is our Judith Barcy case.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if my case comes out. Okay, so this one, yeah. The last one you guys heard was Judith Barcy.
Okay.
I don't know who I am currently. I'm really coasting. We had spring break.
Yeah, and it wasn't even really a break, honestly.
True, and ever since I've just felt swamped.
Literally, we have 1 full month left of school.
Yeah, I've literally just felt so swamped. It's crazy. But
Literally.
I'm kicking it.
Kicking it, waiting for summer break, but I don't even get a summer break.
I don't either because I think both of us are taking
Yep.
summer classes.
Yep.
So that's pretty great. I'm only taking one each summer session, though.
We only have 1 session.
Really?
Mhm.
We have 2 sessions at my school, and I'm taking one in summer 1 and then one in summer 2. And they're both comm classes, so it should be easier than,
What I'm taking?
Yeah, probably.
Math and grammar. Well, I love grammar.
No. Hell no.
I love grammar, but I hate math.
Apparently, I don't like grammar. It's not grammar. Already.
I love English stuff.
My body just made the most horrific noise. I like writing, but apparently I don't know how to spell. So, yeah.
That's what you have me for.
It is, but I didn't have you there when I was spelling business in front of everybody and misspelled
I offered
it.
afterwards.
Afterwards,
Because
but
I didn't know.
I was already out of the competition. I participated in a spelling bee, and I was out the second round for the word business.
It's so easy to remember as bus and ness.
Apparently not.
You just gotta split it up.
Well, now I'll remember because I'm traumatized.
B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S.
Say it again.
B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S.
Okay. Noted. I'll remember.
I just happen to be better at English and science rather than math.
I'm pretty good at English, I guess. English and history are like... I love English and history. I don't like math and science. I'm in bio right now. It makes me want to die. I actually just got out of bio class. That was great. I literally zone out so bad in bio.
I don't blame you. It's kind of boring.
It is kind of boring. And then it's like... I don't know. Why do I need to take a bio class to play with, like, record audio?
Why do I need a math class for communications?
Literally.
It doesn't make any sense.
Literally. Like, why do I need math and science to play with cameras or write articles? I need English and history to write articles because, like, I feel like reading and stuff.
Right.
Like psychology for article writing and stuff like that. You gotta understand how people work to write. But other than that, F that, bro. F that, bro. And Beowulf. Don't even get me started
Don't
again.
get her started. So, because I'm doing a bachelor's of science, so I don't know what you plan on doing. Are you doing arts or the sciences?
Probably arts.
You want to take 4 semesters of foreign language?
I lied. Probably science. I've never taken a foreign language a day in my life.
Really? I've taken too much.
Really?
There's never too much, but
maybe like if ASL or something was an option.
it is an option there.
Then I would do that.
Yeah.
Then I would do that. But I could read sheet music when I was younger, all the way from middle school through high school. I could read sheet music, and I took some test that was like, if she can do this, then she doesn't need to take a foreign language, and I passed it when I took it, and I never had to take a foreign language.
See, I took French and Spanish at the same time in middle school.
Hell no.
I took 2 years of Spanish in middle school, 1 year of French. And then in high school, I took a year of Spanish and then 2 years of sign. So I have a little bit under my belt, but I don't want to... I want to learn it on my own time. I don't want to actually do, like, projects and stuff within it.
I felt that. I would take ASL, I think. I don't know.
It's fun.
I got to start... Because this time next year, we're both going to be graduating. But then,
Scary.
I know. But then I'm transferring to where you go now.
And I still might be there going for my master's. We'll see.
We'll see. And so I gotta start working on figuring out all of it. I was like...
I got you, though.
I know you got me. And you already have, like... Because basically the same...
We are going to do the same thing, essentially.
I was looking at it... on Wednesday, I think, and I'm doing because they have specific journalism.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna do the journalism.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. Yeah. I went from I have time to 4 semesters passing and me being like, wow, I really don't have time anymore.
Literally, that's how I felt when I was here too.
I literally like I can't believe I've been here for 4 semesters and. Like, I'm almost done with my 4th semester now. Mm-hmm. And 2 more and then done.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's scary.
It is really scary.
Because I sign up on the 3rd for my next session.
Really?
And then I only have 4 classes left after that session.
That's crazy. See, I have 3 classes that I finish in the fall to complete my Associates of the Arts. Mm-hmm. And then I graduate my Associates of the Arts. And then in the spring is when I graduate with both my certificates. And that's crazy to me because I don't even know. And, like, I'm taking 2 extra classes that I really don't need. Mm-hmm. I'm taking MOPIC and screenwriting just
but
because
they're
I
fun.
feel like, yeah. But since I took news writing and documentary, I don't need those 2 because they kind of...
Yeah.
But, like, I'm like, they're still different.
They are different.
They're different. So I'd like the experience in all of them.
So we're going to be doing script writing basic at the same time.
Yeah.
Next semester.
Yeah. Right now, I'm writing radio scripts. I think you're writing radio scripts too, aren't you?
I just did radio. I'm doing, actually, audio commercials.
I just recorded 2 audio commercials yesterday.
What's it, due Wednesday?
Yeah, it's due Wednesday too.
That's funny.
It is really funny. Yeah, for the homie Eric. And that's going to be a big plosive. And that's going to be great.
Steve,
don't. I know.
Be nice.
Steve, be nice.
Steve, be nice.
Yeah, I have to finish editing today, my audio commercials, but they're easy. They were like 30 seconds, and I basically got one done.
Mine are 30 seconds, too.
I actually used one of my PSA for Katie's Cup from Steve's class as one of the commercials, and I just kind of flipped some things around.
That's a good idea.
And I think my friend Miriam, did the same exact thing, because I don't know if it's because we have the same professor twice in like a row, mm-hmm. but between all his work, we're like, I don't know, stressing out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We have like a TV news package due in 2 weeks, and we haven't even started it.
Oh no.
And then, but like, in my head, I'm like, people get this done in like a few hours in the real world.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be too bad.
It shouldn't be too bad. But also, it's like the first time we're ever doing it, too. I don't know.
You have to enlist in some help.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes. Well, I got to sit down and watch the news and figure out, I don't know. I've been watching the news a lot more.
I have not.
Just to, like, see the working system of what the news is.
I have to start watching the news, but I'm never really home when the news is on. I work nights, so it's like...
Yeah. Well, you can watch, like, a Good Day Stateline type beat.
I keep up with it.
Yeah.
But more so articles, but the articles are always wrong.
Yeah.
That's why I want to get into that kind of field to make sure they're actually correct.
Well, what was I was reading a book, and I was like, that's incorrect. A full published, like, book, and I was like, you could flip this word around and take that word out and put this word in, and I was like editing the book that had already been edited and published. I was like, what is wrong with me?
I did that with the strategic plan for
Really?
here.
I was annotating in the book, like, and I just gave the book to Miriam to read, and it's filled with like this. I found a misspelled word. Like
Love when that happens.
I was like, am I the drama? I was like,
not about the drama.
I was like,
wait.
I was
That's
like,
funny.
wait, should I email somebody?
Speaking of that, I didn't tell you. So I work at a horse betting business, and I was looking at some of the names, and there was a horse named Scarlett O'Hara.
Ah,
I'm not even kidding you.
wasn't there one named Bria?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I always text her like names I find
I know
because
some
they're
of the
funny.
name. What was the one? It was weird.
I've seen a whole bunch of funny ones, but I tend to send you all the funnier ones because I've seen panty lines. I've seen
Panty lines.
yes, that was a while ago. There's one named Maggie Ree, and every time I see it, every time,
Yeah,
I get so excited because Maggie's my favorite character.
I can't.
I love Maggie.
See, I don't work at a horse betting business. I just have a Corbin, a Luca, and a Justin, and yeah, they're pretty much all the horses I need.
Yeah, they're chaotic.
They are.
See, I deal with chaotic men betting horses and getting mad at screens, and it's funny.
Yeah.
It is
I mean,
funny.
I just listened to them talk over their idea. You witnessed it a little bit
Yeah.
when you walked in. Just the boys talking over their ideas, and then like they're making a thing about a hand model, a movie, a short film about
Okay.
a hand model. I don't even know what's going on. They're like, we need a drive-through. How are we gonna get a drive-through? I'm like, I don't know, but good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they were emailing somebody about an office space. I'm like, I don't think they'll let you use it for a day.
No.
Like,
No.
but you never know what they can pull off.
Right, you get all the fun stuff. I get all the fighting and
Yeah.
I mean,
we experienced a fight down here once.
did we?
Yeah.
What was it?
Justin and
Oh! We weren't even like we weren't supposed to hear it. That was the funny part.
we weren't like barely even associated with this place quite yet. Like I
No.
didn't even work here yet. And we witnessed like a fight, and then the lab tech manager pulled us aside and was like, what happened? And we were like,
I don't know.
we were here, and then we took our headphones off and we heard screaming.
because we were working on a project, weren't we?
I think we were either working on the breakfast script or no, it was before. Maybe we were doing something with like audio podcasts or something, or PSAs.
Because we worked together. Was it? I don't remember.
See, we didn't like, even on the projects we didn't work together on, we would always
Help each other.
come down here together to
Right.
work. I don't know, but that was the only fun I've ever experienced down here, and it was great.
I got scared for a hot second.
Because it was like, it was quiet and we were the only ones here.
Yeah.
And then we heard screaming
We're like, what the hell?
and we were like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And then it went quiet again and we were like,
Oh no.
okay. Weird times down here in the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, what are we doing today?
Talking about our top 5 inspirations.
Correct. So
My idea came out of
it
nowhere.
It did indeed, and we're very proud of her because we were like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Because we needed to get this episode recorded, and I have a haircut at 5:30,
Yes.
so we're like, we gotta find something that could be like quick, easy, and something that you guys would find a little bit more about us with,
Yes.
and who we like find all of our inspiration from.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of going on the whim, but I know them. Bria has more of description
Yeah.
type based.
Instead of working on the work that I should have been working on in class today, I typed out these lengthy, detailed descriptions of
It happens.
each of my people. I mean, we had like a guest come in and talk to the class today.
Oh.
And I mean, he was cool. He was just talking about like how to get into the TV business and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like about the park district here.
Oh, okay.
and stuff, because I don't know. He makes commercials and stuff for the park district. And I was like kind of listening, but also really focused on this. And then um, the girl I sit by was like, did you just type out your whole feature story outline? And I was like, on the contrary, my friend, they are podcast notes. And then it's like 6 pages of like
That's funny.
work that could have been like my feature story, but I mean, the podcast is still important.
It is.
But I was in class.
Sometimes when the brain works, it works in different ways.
It does.
And I've been there.
I'm there all the time in my multimedia writing class. So
Fun fact, when I was a junior in high school. I was in English class on my laptop, supposed to be like doing research on something. I was doing some research at a local animal shelter, and that's where Aspen came from. I
love
texted
that.
my mom, and she said she's ours, and we went and got Aspen that next day.
See, in high school, I read like a mother effer, like books, just constantly. I would plow through books.
Mhm.
And then I got to college and I didn't do that. And then literally 2 weeks ago today, I went to like a bookstore with my friend because she was home from school in Carbondale. And she was like, Barnes & Noble has a sale on books and I don't have my car right now. So you want to go there? And I bought a book. It's called Promises and Pomegranates, and I read it in 2 days. And then I bought the second one.
Oh, good Lord.
And then I read that one in 2 days.
Good for you, though.
And then, on Sunday, no, yesterday was Sunday. On Saturday, the 3rd book in the series came in, and I've already read half of it. So, in conclusion, I've read about 3 books in the last 2 weeks.
Exercise your brain, man.
Well,
we love that for you.
I mean, I'm studying to be a journalist.
Right.
And I really took, Stephen King said, in order to be a good writer, you have to read.
Mm-hmm.
And I really took that to my heart because I was like, wow, I haven't read a book in a long time. And so then I was like, okay, this is good for me. And I mean, my other book to the series will get here tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just plowing through. There's 6 books in the entire series. So
There you go.
probably by this time, probably within the next 2 weeks, I'll be done with the series. Not even going to lie to you.
I give you a week.
Because I do my homework.
Right. You
And
got
then I lay
everything done.
down. And it's so funny because my phone, normally I'm about an 8 hours on the phone type of gal per week. My phone, like percentage of hours on my phone last week was 4 hours.
Look at you. That's
So,
good.
I don't know. It's bettering myself.
Right.
So I feel more intelligent.
There you go. Love that for you.
An intellectual,
Mm-hmm.
even though apparently I'm illiterate.
I think everybody's illiterate at some point.
I do too. It's hard to spell a word out loud.
In front of people,
in
yeah.
front of people. When you're writing it, that's a different thing. And we weren't allowed to like use our finger to like, kind of map it out. We had to just go for it.
You know, I wonder if using sign language would have been cheating. Because we used to do that for extra credit in my
Really?
sign language class was extra credit spelling
Probably.
bees.
She was watching hard. She was my friend who like led it was watching hard. She was prepared. She had rules set up on a TV
Dang.
screen. There was microphones and like a tape. Like it was at like our other friend's house, and it was like a fully like microphones and everything set up. and
Nice.
people watching. It was crazy. I don't know. I don't even know why I signed up. And they're gonna do it yearly, I think. Yeah.
I'll help.
You're invited next time.
No, I'll do it, but people might get stomped.
Stop. I mean, it was crazy. One of the last words was chrysanthemum.
I could probably do it. I know it starts with the C.
Yeah. I mean, that was like her winning word was chrysanthemum.
Give me a little bit and I'll think on it.
Okay.
We'll
'Cause
come back to it.
We
at
would
the
have
end
to
of the
go
episode.
chrysanthemum,
Mhm.
spell it,
And then
and then
chrysanthemum.
chrysanthemum, and it was like she did it, and we were like, it was moving in slow motion. We were screaming for her. We were like, yeah.
I know it's a
Woo.
flower.
It is a flower. See, not a lot of people know what chrysanthemums were. I know what chrysanthemums are.
They're flowers.
They're flowers. If you didn't know what a chrysanthemum was, then
The more you know. Fact of the day.
this is speaking of flowers. I'm getting a tattoo
You
next
are.
week, and it's my zombie.
Yes.
My zombie hands for my mom, but I feel like I need to get flowers around them because that's just how my tattoos are. And
But you don't know what kind of flower?
But I don't. My mom doesn't know what her favorite flower is.
Ooh.
So maybe I need to figure
Oh,
that
get on it.
conversation. Yeah, get on it.
Get on it, Mom.
Get on it, Mom. But because like my arm here has flower. Then I thought about like doing the same these flowers around it too.
You could.
On my Bucky arm, just because I feel like I have very cohesive tattoos.
Yeah.
Like they all kind of fit together. So I thought about that, but I don't know. I would like to get flowers around it. It's gonna go like right on the outside here, because I don't have any tattoos. Kinda.
Probably a flower to match on the other side then.
Yeah.
Just to keep it
So
cohesive.
I don't know. That's a thought.
Speaking of tattoos, I almost got one the other day.
What?
Because I was sad. And, you know, this is going to sound really, really bad.
Yeah.
But when I was in high school and I was very sad, I would find ways to where I would get pretty so I wouldn't physically
Yeah.
do anything. And, yeah.
So the last thing I did, I got my nose pierced a second time. I said I didn't like piercings, and then my sister bribed me. So
There you go.
yeah. So now I have my nose pierced on each side. I don't think I'll ever do another ear piercing.
I have to do one more.
Yeah.
I need 20. I can't do 19 anymore.
Yeah. I mean, now I have 2 nose piercings, and that's an even number. So
There you go. I think you're good.
yeah. Well, I was like, what if I double up on this side? And then I was like, no, that's 3.
That's 3.
That's 3. I have like this little nose ring. I haven't put it in, but it's like one that has like looks like it's a double piercing, but it's not. So I have that. But I don't know. How many times can Bria pierce her nose?
Let's keep it at this for now.
Let's.
Until we decide otherwise.
Okay.
Because I know you're going to come up to me and ask me if you should get your nose pierced again.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like too many nose piercings is just, gets chaotic. I thought about an eyebrow piercing. I think that would be cute.
They come out really.
Do they?
Yeah. They have a tendency to, what's the word? Reject.
Yeah. I thought it would be cute.
It would be cute.
And I have like an eyebrow slit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I thought about that. But I just don't like piercings.
They don't like you.
They don't like me specifically.
You like them.
I like them.
They don't like you.
But I mean, I think with this one, I've not touched it. I've done so good, Tegan.
You have done good.
I have not touched it. I think it got snagged once on my pillowcase, but it's been about a month, so it's pretty much already like done what it's needed to do. So I mean, there's no keloid or anything, and I'm not planning on changing the nose ring, so that helps too. And when I do change the nose ring, it'll probably be in September. So
and I'll give it more than enough time.
Because it's so weird that I have that planned, but I wear only silver jewelry pretty much.
Same here.
And for my sister's wedding, I'm gonna wear gold jewelry, so I'll have to flip out them all, and that's in September. So I probably won't even change it until September, and it will be beyond healed at that point. So yeah, but we love that for me.
We love body mods.
Tattoo 1 week from Wednesday.
You have to help me decide where I'm getting my next one. I'm gonna go through with the Land Before Time one.
Cute.
I just don't know where I'm gonna put it.
I don't know. See, I've been thinking lately because I don't know, because all my tattoos are on my legs and arms. I have nothing anywhere like else. Like none on my torso, none on like, my shoulders. They're all my legs and my arms. But I've been like, I don't know. I feel like I need to put something on my collarbones, but I'm like, I don't know.
I don't have one on my collarbone, but it's like in that area.
Yeah.
It's one of the better places to get tattooed because it doesn't hurt as bad.
I just don't even know what I would put there, like at all.
Just a little piece of writing.
I thought about a little piece of writing, but I was like, I wish my collarbones showed a little bit more, because I want, like, I think, like, when people get, like, snakes that wrap around them, that's so I don't even know.
How
I
about
love that.
use summertime and use your summertime like ability to like wear sleeveless things, and
Yeah.
then you could.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm planning. Or like, what did I? Oh, I don't know. I was like, what tattoo can I get that will look good with this backless dress that I have specifically? And I was like, okay, maybe.
Maybe.
I'd like a sternum tattoo, but that's gonna be a lot of.
My cousin has one of those.
Well, I got my knee tattooed, and I'm really scared of doing anything else very big
Yeah.
like that. So, and I just don't know what else, like, because a lot of my tattoos are very, very meaningful, and I thought about them for so, like, the mushroom tattoo I knew I wanted. Like, it's not meaningful in the slightest. It's just cute there for pretties. But I literally thought about that tattoo for 2 years before I went and got it. And so, I don't know. I just haven't found the one thing that I really sticks with me that I'd like to get on my, like, sternum. Because, like, I don't know. Moths are cool, I guess. Or, like, a bat is cool, I guess. But I just don't feel a connection to any of that. So, I guess I'm going to have to keep a thinking on that. Honestly, it might be some type of, like, bee. Bumblebee or something that I get there. Just because that's very cute. And then, I don't know. I'd like a pinup girl tattoo. I really like pinup girls.
What? You don't want to know what came to my mind.
Uh-oh. Yes, I do.
This is kind of leading into what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
Julian Solomita as the pinup.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody actually got that tattooed on them.
I think I love pinup girls so much, and I would like a pinup girl tattoo. I want some horror movie tattoos. I want to get tattoos for my favorite Marvel characters.
Talk to Lucy.
Yeah.
Let loose.
Let loose. Honestly, a pinup girl tattoo of Lucy LaDuca.
Wait, that's a concept.
That is a concept.
Or how about just of your favorite queen in general?
That would be a concept. But mine fluctuates. Everything fluctuates for me.
I know.
The only thing that never has fluctuated is, like, my favorite Marvel character has always been Bucky Barnes.
Pinup Bucky Barnes.
Pinup Bucky Barnes! Pinup Steve Rogers. Captain America.
There you go.
That would be kind of fine. I think I have fabric. I literally have a little bag that is, like, Marvel characters as pinup girls.
I love that for you.
I'll have to take a picture of it.
You have to.
I think I actually have the fabric pattern on my phone, so I'll have to show you it.
Yes, and then we'll put it in the comments or something so you guys can see. But that'd be funny.
Anywho, that was a whole...
We love that, but...
tangent.
I think we got a little bit into what we're talking about.
I think we did. A lot of my tattoos are for people I idolized, even though one of them I could have put Sebastian Stan on this list, but he is not on this list.
I'm surprised you didn't.
I can confirm he's not on here. It's not... I don't know if I idolize him or if I just think he's hot.
It could be both.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Honestly, his kind of arc as a person fits in with, like, a lot of the arcs that the people that I chose to have. But he can confirm is not on this list.
Wow. I'm surprised.
And that my Julian the Phantom's boys also aren't on this list either, so...
That one I'm not shocked by.
Yeah.
Because I know you love the show.
Yeah.
But I've figured that you would have at least. Huh.
Yeah. What?
That noise just really
That noise was weird. I don't even know what it was.
I think it was the thingy.
There was like a little pop
Yeah, it's like, what?
noise.
It sounded like strange. A speaker that kind of like blew itself.
A little bit, didn't it?
We had our fair share of those in here. But do you want to go first? Oh, and this list is not in any order minus our number ones.
Correct.
Just an FYI.
Correct. I guess honorable mentions are Sebastian Stan.
There you go.
But like I said, I don't know if he's just hot or if I actually idolize him.
You never know.
You never know.
You'll find out in the next couple of little bits.
Yeah. Anywho. So my first one that I'm going to talk about is a lady named Lauren Sanderson. So she is a musician. She is very independent kind of musician. She does R&B. She is somebody I got to see in concert when I
fun.
was a sophomore in high school, and a lot of her lyrics just like really kind of hit different. And so she's an American singer and songwriter from Fort Wayne, Indiana. So she's from that Midwest
We love Midwest.
life, and one of her album titles is Midwest Kids Make It Big. And
That's facts.
love it. I love it. So that's why she's on this list. So I've a lot of these people I've loved since I was like freshman in high school or younger, and they've just really sticked with me. So many of her songs mean a lot to me, and my favorite one is called Dear Universe, which we will link in like down below, wherever, whatnot. And she's basically like, what the heck, universe, like what is going on? And so this is from her 2016 through 2017 Center of Expression and Spaces era. And this is the era I love of her most, because she also has songs like Oceans, which is a banger. I'll show you it because it's a tearjerker. I've cried to this song many a times.
Me with tearjerker songs is not okay. I will cry.
I'll cry too.
I will cry.
So I typed out some of the lyrics to Dear Universe just because that's the one, honestly, if anything, I should probably get Dear Universe tattooed on me. And I've always thought about it because I want it like directly in the middle of right here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How?
I know. If you guys could see it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've always thought about that.
Over the bone?
Yeah.
Ow.
I'm crazy. It's fine.
Yeah, you got your knee tattooed.
Yeah.
Shit.
It was fun. But this is little, so
yeah,
that's
true.
So I have like 3 parts of the song typed out, so I'm gonna bore you with that, but then I'm just gonna recommend some other songs and not read the lyrics to you guys. So it's, I have no doubt the shit I dream will truly happen. I feel it in my soul. It's like my conscience always tapping. See myself on stages to a crowd I will be rapping. I know I'm 19, but good God, let's get this cracking.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just like,
hell yeah.
Me as a like 14-year-old, I was like, but now I'm 20 and I'm like, we're not getting it cracking enough. But no, we're good.
You're killing it though.
I am killing it. You are killing it too.
I'm trying.
We're trekking through.
We're trying.
We're just going.
We're frying ourselves, but you know, it's gonna work out in the end.
It is. And then the next one is refuse to turn back. Right now, all I see is forward. All I see are dreams and goals. That's all I move toward. And then, is it my time? If not, I'll do it by myself. Don't want to stand in line. If you want it, you will get it. Draw the line. 'Cause time don't stop for anybody. I'm not wasting mine. So from now on, listen to your soul. If you've got so many dreams, how come they never show? Man, it's up to you. That's all I know. What do you think you become? That's how it goes. And so she's just like, what she wants, she's gonna work for, and
I
she's
see it.
gonna
I like it. I want it. I got it.
Yeah, and that's always stuck with me. And like to this day, when I have songs that I call power songs, and like before I go and do anything big, I'll listen to that song and I'll just like take it in. And this has always been one of those songs for me.
Gotcha.
I've listened to it before like I started school here, or before I've gotten any of the jobs that I've like interviewed for. And the last one that I'm going to say is stay positive and stay you every day. When you're positive, the negatives fade away. It happens when you change your mind in every way. Listen to my words, let them sink in and pray. And
I love that one.
Yeah. So I stay positive and stay you every day, and then the positive and negatives fade away. Like that.
That hits.
That plays in my head over and over and over again. So her lyrics just really stick with me a lot, and a lot of her songs do too. And some of her other songs are just like songs you listen to when you have a bad day, and they just kind of give you that reminder that you're gonna be okay. So there's songs like Upset, Thirsty, Begin, Oceans, or Jenny. Jenny is one that like really hits different as a female working towards something, because yes. So I got to see her in 2017, and she was incredible, and I love her very, very much.
Plans on seeing her again soon?
I don't know. So though, like, I love her, her older stuff is what really resonates with
Gotcha.
me more. Um, I haven't kept up with her a lot like I used to. I don't know. Let's see. I don't even know when she's going on tour. But I love her. That's all I can say. I'd like to, honestly, but the person that I used to like who liked her as well that I went and saw her with and stuff doesn't like her, or like we don't talk anymore much.
Gotcha.
And I'm not sure if she still likes Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to. I might. You never know. I just be buying concert tickets.
That's
and
facts.
expecting, and then waiting until like the week before and being like, can anybody come with me? And so yeah. But Lauren Sanderson, very inspirational.
Cool. I don't know who to say first.
I don't know.
Should I say the one that everybody's probably gonna guess?
Yeah.
Can you guess it?
Lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many people know this, but Lemon was actually a collegiate athlete.
Mm-hmm.
She danced. And for somebody who is also a collegiate athlete, they know how tough it is.
Mm-hmm.
They know how much stress somebody's under, especially with Lemon. Lemon moved out into New York City,
Mm-hmm.
went to one of the most prestigious dance schools ever, moved out on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still living with my mom, going full-time school. I quit athletics,
Mm-hmm.
basically. It got too much.
Mm-hmm.
And Lemon was just my gateway to happiness because they know what
Yeah.
it's like. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard. So, also with Lemon just being violently herself
Mm-hmm.
and so confident, it's what inspires me to be confident because I was not confident in myself. I
True.
was so. I hated myself,
Mm-hmm.
essentially, with what I looked like, how I was. But everybody saw something else in me. I'm like, where do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
But with Lemon and Pri,
Mm-hmm.
they actually showed me, hey, like yourself, stay confident.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I got Lemon's little heart tattooed on me.
Cute.
And my tattoo.
And a fully lemon
Yeah.
tattoo. I love it.
Makes me stay positive.
Yeah.
And that's what I love Lemon for. She's a ray of sunshine, full of
Yeah.
positivity, full of confidence. It's what I inspire myself to be,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
We love Lemon.
We love that. We love her.
A little side note, as of we're recording this, Lemon's releasing a song on Friday, and I'm pumped.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We love
So
it.
I will more than likely be jamming on Twitter, so stay tuned for that.
Beautiful.
I'm sure
ready.
you will be a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be a little let loose remix. I don't know what's
I don't
going
even know
on.
what it is.
But
I
it's
don't know if
Lemon,
it's
Lucy.
trolling
I
or-
don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I feel like it kept popping up everywhere.
But it's Jan and
Yeah.
Lemon and Lucy. I'm like, huh?
That's quite a group.
I love that.
That's quite a group right there.
That's why I don't think they're lying.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous.
I'm nervy, but I'm so
It's
excited.
gonna be good.
So I always pump Lemon up because she pumped me up. So.
Yeah. We love her.
We love her.
Beautiful soul.
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
My next one is a guy named Spencer Henry.
I know of Spencer.
Spencer Henry runs the podcast Cult Leader. And Spencer Henry is the reason why I wanted to start a podcast.
Really?
Yes, I love Spencer so much. I have not missed an episode of Cult Leader or a Little Leader in maybe 3 years.
Little Leader, I love that. That's so cute.
I don't know. He just has a way of like formatting what he's saying, and then when I write my podcast notes, I format my notes like him. And like if I need a case, I'll look at obituary or I'll look at Cult Leader, and I'll figure it out from him. I adore Spencer so much, and I don't even know. I know how I started listening to him, but it wasn't like till years later when I was like looking for a podcast and it popped into my head. Because I knew of him from hanging out with Glam and Gore.
Yep, that's how I knew Spencer.
And they used to do spooky videos together. But it wasn't until like probably a little bit pre-COVID that I first like actually listened to an episode of Cult Leader. And I was like, oh, I love him. And now ever since and Obituary, because he has a second podcast with his best friend Madison, and like I'd never miss an episode of them, and I bought tickets to their tour, so catch me trying to meet Spencer, because
when was that?
It's June 22nd.
What day is that of the week?
I think it's I don't know, it's probably
Thursday.
Is it June?
I think it's a Thursday because I have something to do that weekend.
It's June 22nd. Let's take a gander. I don't know how to work. I have a MacBook, don't know how to work it.
That rhymed. It rhymed.
It's a it is a Thursday.
I thought so.
Oh, no, it's not the 22nd.
What is it?
It's the 2nd of June. It's a Friday. The 22nd is when I'm seeing Pierce the Veil and Girlfriends.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So, June 2nd, I'll be there. Catch me at Obituary Live.
Heck yeah.
But that is my other one.
Your next one?
Yes.
I'll go with, let's go What If Julia. So What If Julia, she is a Twitch streamer.
Okay.
That is around like Julian Salamita, Chris Melberger, Jason Sully, but it wasn't until recently where Julia kind of like spiked my radar. Like I saw her through Julian, but Julia is a photographer.
I see.
And her pictures are gorgeous.
Okay.
I'll have to show you. Let me pull up a little picture while I talk about her and rant about her because she's amazing.
Yes.
She is based out in Washington.
Okay. Washington State?
I think she's over on the west.
Okay, Washington State.
I don't know geography.
I don't know geography either. I just know that I enjoy both Washington and Washington, D.C.
Regardless, she's amazing. I'll give you that to just scroll through.
Oh, dog.
That's Alfred.
Alfred.
She is a Twitch streamer. She streams video games every once in a while. Like, 4 or 5 days a week? And I actually catch her streams because she streams at night. Like 9:30 to like 4 in the morning. But her photography business, she travels, she does everything like that. But her photos are really what inspired me to want to get into photography for sure.
Yeah.
Because they're gorgeous. She travels to Finland, to everywhere, just to take pictures and travel.
Beautiful. They are really good.
Mm-hmm.
See, I aspire to have, I don't know, pictures like these.
Yes.
One day I will.
She's a great human. She's very funny. Okay. Very, very funny.
Is it me again?
Yeah.
Are you done? Okay. I love professional wrestling.
You do.
Which I don't talk about it a lot, but it's in there. I've always loved professional wrestling. I grew up with it. It's something I've always been around. I have some pretty close friends that are professional wrestlers that I sometimes go hang out with. One actually just won a title. Very proud of you. Cried. No. So this next one is a professional wrestler. His name is Pete Dunne.
I think I've heard of him.
And he has been my favorite professional wrestler since I was 12. I remember the first time I discovered him because my friend Zona, they were doing, WWE was doing these little tournaments every few months, and this one was the WWE UK Championship Tournament. And he was just this little emo bad guy, and he attacked some people, and wrestling storylines and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But I was that one. I like that one.
And
he was my pick, and he made it to this the last match, and he lost. And then once you get into it, learning more about him, you realize he lost to his best friend, tag team partner. Aww. And but then in Chicago a year later, I got to see Pete win that same title from the guy that he lost to.
That's awesome.
And there's a video. I'll have to debate if I want to post it or not because the way I screamed was ridiculous. But it was so loud and like I was fully like I lost my marbles. So why do I look up to this person? Because I'm not professionally wrestling or whatnot. I look up to this person because he started from like the bottom of somewhere, independent British wrestling, and worked his way up to WWE, where he now wrestles on the like one of the main shows, and like is featured in things. And so
insanely hardworking.
he is insanely. He started training to wrestle when he was 12, and he is 29.
That's 17.
So
No.
he's been wrestling for a long time. And so I'm going to talk a lot about video production throughout like the next couple of things.
I am too.
Even though I focus more on multimedia journalism now. But there were always these little wrestling documentaries about independent wrestlers that I used to watch growing up. And I got to make one of those documentaries last semester.
Yeah, you did.
Of just like a videographer hanging out with her friends who wrestle and like just recording them in their everyday life and busking on their couch and like all that stuff. And he inspired me to do that. Whenever I needed inspiration for that project, I would go back and I would watch those like 20-minute YouTube documentaries about him and his friends, and they really like inspired me. And he's always inspired me to work very hard to get what I want, because he's, like I mentioned, he started from, you know, wrestling to 5 people in, you know, a bingo hall to wrestling in front of like, I don't know, a lot of people at WrestleMania.
Right.
So he means a lot to me.
I think we have like a running theme here is like all of our inspirations are insanely hardworking.
They completely are. Like all mine kind of follow the starting from doing something in front of like 5 people to moving up into doing something for like a million people.
Honestly, me too.
A lot of people. So
Lemon too. Lemon started out as like a hobby, wanted to get into makeup, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And look where she's at now. Julia was streaming for how many people at a time?
Yeah.
Started in 2018, I think. And here she is now with over 60,000 followers.
See, it really sticks with like of course they all do like they all work hard, all my people on my list, but with Pete it hits different with him, because I watched him from that. I met him at a independent wrestling show in Chicago where there was like maybe 100, 200 people, and I met him at that. And then the next like year I saw him at the Allstate Arena in front of a sold out pay-per-view crowd win a title. So like I got to see him at those different points in the last 8 years. Yeah. So
that's awesome.
He was just a baby.
Yeah.
When I first started, well, he's not a baby. He's like, what? He's 9 years older than me.
He was a baby in his career.
He was a baby in his career. And so.
Now he's a big man.
And now his name's Butch in WWE, but we're not going to talk about that.
I love that.
I get angry. It's okay.
It's funny. It's okay.
I was in bed. I was chilling. My boyfriend was over. We were watching SmackDown because he also likes wrestling. And we were watching a movie because I got a tweet on my phone that said Pete Dunne debuts on SmackDown. And I turned it on. I went feral. I turned it on. And then I'm like, I see the name on the screen. It says Butch. And I'm like,
what the heck?
I was like, that is not my man. I digress.
That's funny.
That is not my man. And ever since, I'm just like, that is not my man. Butch? No, but that is Pete.
He's still your man.
He is still my man.
Just not Butch.
Like, how you gonna change? He was like one of the most No, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
That'll be another rant.
That's another rant.
We'll save that for another day.
Yes, I hate how they changed his name to Butch. He's Pete Dunne. He's the bruiserweight, not Butch.
Not Butch.
he is not Butch, but he's making the good.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say anything about that.
We love that for him.
We do love that for him.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
So all my bowlers out there, because I don't know if I've really elaborated, but I am a competitive bowler, or was for. I went. How many years? I bowled for 17, but competitively, I think about 11 years, roughly. But my number one inspiration bowling-wise is Danielle McEwen. So, with Danielle, she is, I think, 30 years old, and she has been on Team USA. She was on Junior Team USA from, I think, 2011 to 2013, and has been on actual Team USA ever since.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2012 to current. And she has 7 titles, 5 of them being like those standard titles, and then 2 of them being majors. And she's always the one that I've took to with bowling. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I just see a lot of myself in her. I don't know how I do or why I do, but she's one I tend to look for tips from and how to match my game to. That's the best way to put it. There's other like bigger name bowlers out there, like Shannon O'Keefe. But I like Shannon. But Danielle is just, she's been the bowler I've looked up to probably since like late middle school.
Yeah.
Seeing her idol on TV.
It's
It's
kind of
cool.
crazy.
She is the one bowler I did not get to meet.
Really?
And
I try to make it a point to
meet
them, even
yes.
though people say don't meet your idols, but I've only had good experiences meeting
Same.
the people that I love. And I've met 3. I've like actually sat and like touched and like got to meet 3 of them. I saw one in concert, and I'm seeing the other one soon.
Yeah.
So like I've like managed to do
Right.
that with all of mine. And yeah, I digress.
I met Lemon. I haven't gotten to meet Julia, but if I ever go to like a TwitchCon or something, I want to go meet Julia.
Absolutely.
Julia and the other streamer person I will name later, who I've already named previously in this podcast episode. But they will be my number 2. I will go run to. Danielle was actually bowling in a tournament at our home bowling alley that I was working at the time, the weekend I was at DragCon.
I remember that.
I was pissed.
I remember that.
You remember how mad I was.
I remember.
But my friend, who was also an old teammate of mine, got a bowling pin signed by her for me. And I am forever grateful for that.
That's awesome.
So she's just insanely hardworking, very, very stable, very much a good person. And she has a dog. He's very cute. He bowls too a little bit. I love dogs that bowl.
I love it too.
But yeah, I'll show you him. He's very cute. But yeah,
Cute.
Danielle is just my person to look up to for bowling, minus another person. But I'll get into that later.
Okay.
But from like professional bowler, Danielle McEwen. Danielle.
I didn't mention, but I got to meet Pete at that Chicago show,
Yeah.
and that picture of me is horrific.
You have to post it.
It's so bad because I was so nervous, and then my dad and my best friend embarrassed me in front of him, and then like I wouldn't like stand too close to him, and then he grabbed me by the back of my shirt and pulled me closer. Yeah. He was like, "You got to get closer," and he's British, and I was like, "You can't touch me." I was like, "Get off."
That's funny.
No, but he grabbed me by the back of my shirt, and you can see him holding me by the back of my shirt, and my face is just like, yeah.
That's funny.
Anywho, my next one.
I think I know who this is.
Do you?
Because we're getting up there, because that was my third.
Yeah.
So
Pete was my third.
So is it Connor?
It is Connor.
I love Connor.
I love Connor too. Met him also. Not to flex, but I
gotta flex on them.
I was hustling. I didn't even have a job when I met a lot of these people. I was hustling. I don't even know how I made the money to meet them because I met them all within like a year of each other. Yeah, and I
Dang.
was like a sophomore when I met them all.
Wow.
I was hustling that year, and I don't even know
Yeah, because you would have just been turning
how.
16.
Yeah, I think right around that summer is when I started working at the
Okay.
coffee bar, but like I don't think I had the money to buy the tickets or anything to meet some of these people. I don't know. I don't know what I was throwing back
You
when,
never know.
but I was throwing something back. I was bribing somebody to get these tickets to these events. But
We were talking about Connor Franta, by the way.
yeah, Connor Franta. That picture's also horrific of me. I had ears on, like little like it was
Was
the
it the cat ear
YouTube
phase?
thing. Yeah, it wasn't even the phase. I don't even know why I wore them.
Because there was a cat ear phase.
There was a cat ear phase. I met him in it was either 2015 or 26. I guess it could have been 2015 was around the cat ear phase.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met him way earlier than I had met anybody else. He was like the first one that I got to meet,
Okay.
actually. But I wrote a whole thing from my blog. I ran a blog about Connor and why he inspires me, so I'm actually going to read that for you guys.
He is a very awesome person.
He's a very awesome person. He works hard for his community. Yes.
He was my favorite member of O2L.
He
My
was
favorite, but
not mine.
yes, I know.
But I like him for different reasons,
Yeah.
other than production reasons. He's like the second favorite.
Connor was always my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know. Connor's just Connor, and I love that.
So I was a girl who, growing up, loved the YouTube aesthetic of 2014.
Oh, that was a time.
Yeah.
I love that time.
And now in 2023, I am still that girl.
Hell yeah.
There was a collaboration group, as we mentioned, called O2L, and they were just a group of kids who made videos and content with their friends. And out of that group came Connor Franta. So it's a little bit on the video side that he inspires me. O2L inspires me, and we'll get into that a little more.
And you're
Number one.
Yeah, number one.
Because though Connor does inspire me with his videos, he inspires me with his books more.
He is a fantastic writer.
He's a fantastic writer, and his books are what inspired me to want to take pictures. Because his books are like poetry, but they also have like a memoir aspect and a aspect of like photos. Every poem he writes or any section that he writes, he adds photos in. And I have always loved that, from a work in progress to his last one called House Fires. But my favorite that he has written is Note to Self.
I think that's the one I have.
My copy of Note to Self is signed. I need to get another one because
You gotta flex.
it is beat up, Tegan. This book is completely beat up because I carried it around with me everywhere for years. Like years. And then I thought to myself, after reading the book, A Work in Progress, what if I could take photos and write about them like he does? And so then I got my first camera, and he would also make videos to go along with some of the poems, and I did that too. I credit Connor for leading me in the path of media production and photography in a way. I used to make videos with my first ever production partner, Svea, in high school.
Shout out to Svea.
Shout out to Svea. And we made a video called 5 a.m., which is still a video I'm very proud of to this day.
Is that the one? You showed me that one, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think it's the first time that production really clicked in my head was with that video. I made that video when I was 14 and didn't understand the meaning of that poem, but now at 20, I've had days where I'm up at 5 a.m. thinking about somebody and not knowing how to make those thoughts go away. Connor has helped me grow and deal with my feelings through his videos, photos, and books. He has also taken pictures for the cover of Vogue magazine.
Yeah.
And like,
he's killing it.
He is killing it. He's been able to travel the world and see beautiful things and document those things, and that's something I've always wanted to do. He also gets paid for it, so
got it.
Vibes.
Yeah.
So his videos make me feel tingly in my toes, and he inspires me, and I've always wanted to create like him. He's been a constant in my life for years, and as I mentioned, I used to carry my copy of Note to Self around with me every day, just in case I needed like inspiration. When I'm going through something, my mom can tell because the first thing I do is go grab that book and like read it. That book has sticky notes everywhere and it's highlighted and it's like completely annotated. And that's, I know I can look at the book to get advice, inspiration, and comfort. And that's just a little bit of the blog post I wrote about Connor because he like truly means that much to me.
He's
as
awesome.
A person. He's great and he just creates, and I love that for him.
That's why I think Connor was my favorite.
Yeah.
I just love how he took to things.
He did.
And his photography in particular is what I loved. I loved it.
He was like the first like photography like idol I had.
Me too.
Like he's like the first one that made me realize, think about until like last year, like, okay, photojournalism. Like, because for a long time I was stuck at, okay, I'm going to do photojournalism. And he was the one. Oh no, I'm dying. It's not my body just like, I don't know, spasms. It's like a spasm when I eat something I'm not supposed to eat. Yeah.
That burger last night.
Don't even talk about it. You're
the one that told me about it.
I know, but
so
like
you gave me free range.
But I wanted a burger so bad. I'm not supposed to eat beef, and I did it.
Nope.
Because it was very delicious. I digress.
I had a work in progress. I looked it up. I didn't have Note to Self.
Note to Self is his second book.
Okay.
And it is my favorite.
I ran out and got a work in progress when I found out that he was releasing a book.
Yeah. I think I just picked I liked them, but I had seen a work in progress at like Target and I picked it up. And then my best friend from like the youths was like, we're going to go meet Connor Franta and get like books and stuff. And I was like, okay.
Sign me up.
That was how that happened. And the last one I just ordered from Amazon because I'm an adult now and I know how to work Amazon. And that's how life works.
Yeah. Love that. We love Connor.
Little baby.
We love that era of YouTube's.
Oh, that era of YouTube is so
good.
Beautiful. I still go back and watch
Heck yes.
that era of videos. Like some days there's been multiple times where I've just like stayed up all night watching old O2L.
Yeah.
Because some of those videos still mean so much to me, even though I still quote some of those videos. Like, and it's been years, but they just have that hold on me.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It brings you happiness.
It does bring me happiness. Keen and JC, I shouldn't mention them yet.
I mean, you can.
Anywho,
whatever you were going to say.
Like, Connor and Keen and JC are the only YouTubers I consistently have watched for
years.
Like, I never miss a video.
I can't say the same. I keep up with them, but not as much as I did.
Yeah, no. Those are my guys. They my everything.
My next two are my peoples. And I quote them constantly. So I'm doing a little bit 2-in-1 here, but I'm going to do a little bit of a section on both of them because they both are what really inspired me into getting into the media industry, wanting to get in the media industry, and that is Julian Solomita and Jenna Marbles.
Yes.
My cousin was the one that showed me the first ever episode I've ever seen of Jenna Marbles, and it was the photo booth tag with Julian. And I think that was before they were dating, yeah. I think.
The photo booth tag.
You know what video I'm talking about.
It's crazy.
I cried when I saw it for the first time because I was laughing so hard. But they were having so much fun.
Yeah.
And
but that's what that era of YouTube was about. It was just having fun with friends and buds being pals and like whatnot. And that's what makes that era, like, I mean, and all the collaborations that were happening at the time, like,
yeah.
That's what that era of YouTube was about.
Literally with O2L, with
Mhm.
Tyler Oakley and whoever
And I mean,
he was with.
even like
and
O2L would mash into Tyler Oakley, and they
Yep.
would all be together, like Gen X Penn
Yep.
and Andrea Russet, and like
Yep.
those were my people. What was his name? That's So Jack.
I remember Jack, yeah.
And now some of them are off the rails, but some
Yeah.
of them are like still like on the platform.
Mhm.
And YouTube's not the platform it used to be
No.
at all.
No. That changed probably, what, 2018, 2019?
I say 2019. I say right around the Rona.
Yeah.
I feel like when we got into these 20s, the roaring 20s of Rona and, you know, everything.
Everybody fell off the deep end, and everybody was trying to use YouTube for money.
Yeah.
It
And
wasn't.
now YouTube doesn't make money how Twitch does.
Yeah.
Or TikTok.
Yep.
And things like that.
It was an easier way to make money, so everybody went to YouTube to
Yeah.
make money. And they were doing anything they could to make content, and it just wasn't good.
That's Mr. Beast's and like those dudes' fault is why
Literally.
YouTube is not the same way.
No.
Like I'm strictly anti them. Like okay, I guess they may work hard,
They do work hard,
but
I like the people that actually like do it for a specific reason
Yeah.
rather than just making money to spend on
Yeah.
themselves.
and like O2L and them, they were just having fun with
Yeah.
their friends.
Yeah.
At that time, and like at this point, I think they still are. I don't know. I'll never miss a video by them. Anyway, back to Julian and
Jenna
Judy.
and Julian. I just love them. They're just
Yeah.
violently themselves. I have 2 paintings that I painted myself in my room by my desk that are, You Know I Had to Do It to Him, which is by Julian. And life is so insufferably long, but something at the same time. Or what did I say? It's Jenna's quote that everybody quotes. And hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We love that. They were, especially Jenna, was the one that got me into wanting to get into video making and editing. And Julian even when Julian went and started doing his cooking videos,
Yeah.
his production is insane. Have you ever seen his food videos?
A long time ago.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
They're so
I
beautifully
don't do
shot.
a lot of YouTube anymore, which is very sad because that's all I used to do.
Yeah, me too.
I do like Try Guys, Kiana JC. Who's the other? Oh, Watcher.
Gotcha.
I think.
I do YouTube, but not as much as I did before. It's more so Twitch now because of Julian, but
I was I don't know. I did a little Twitch for one homie that has yet to be named. But I don't know. He does Twitch still. I gotta have, I don't know, not the stability of, like, yes, technically you're getting more content. They're going live like every day, but also I need like the stability of knowing that these videos are coming out on like a Tuesday and I can plan my dinner around them.
yeah.
Kind of thing.
A lot of them, like Julian does have planned streams, so that is good. So
Yeah.
we can just kind of watch and sit. But
Normally JC releases like a weekly schedule,
Yeah.
but I don't remember the last time I tuned into one of his streams because normally
I
they're
don't
so
either.
late here.
yeah,
And I'm like, I can't be staying up this late. I got a job, I got class, I got a life.
well, what's good about Twitch is that sometimes they do have past broadcasts, so you can just kind of watch as you go. But
JC uploads his on YouTube, so sometimes I catch him.
that's good.
That's good.
Jenna and Julian are amazing people. They
They're
just
cute.
recently got married,
Yeah.
and I was so happy for them. They're just great people, especially Julian now.
Yeah.
Like, I love Jen and Julian for fostering so many dogs.
I know.
For racing. They make them actually dogs.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of patience and a lot of heart to do that.
I remember when they got Bunny.
Yes. They were so excited for Bunny.
Little Bunny. Because the Bunny big. Yeah,
Bunny's a
compared
big
to
girl.
Peach and
Marble and
Marble and Comet.
Comet. Have you seen their new doggy? Lonnie?
No.
They have a dog named Lonnie.
Lonnie. They got a farm. They got
have
a
5
zoo.
dogs.
Yeah.
And Lonnie is the same size as Bunny.
Oh gosh.
Lonnie was actually not like a foster fail, but she got a home,
Yeah.
but was given back.
Okay.
and they just fell in love with Lonnie even more.
Yeah.
So they took Lonnie in.
I'd love to have 5 dogs.
Mhm.
I had 3 once. That was great.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah. They do a lot of good.
they do a lot of good.
And it inspires me to do a lot of good, especially with how Julian's doing with his Twitch
Yeah.
and how he's doing with his production and making designs for his merch and everything. He's just so hardworking. And I wish him and Jenna both the best.
I agree. Yes.
Production, hardworking, love their editing,
Yes.
especially Julian's editing.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't really edit his own videos anymore, more say, but
Yeah.
his content that he creates is great.
Mhm.
Shout out to Fluck, who is his editor.
Mhm.
I think it's Fluck. I'm not saying the F word. It's Fluck.
Luck.
Fluck.
Noted.
Yes. Who's your number 1? I know who it is.
You do know who it is because this man has literally influenced every aspect of my life, from my wardrobe to my tattoos to the content I make to literally everything ever that I've ever done. And this is JC Kalen.
Hell yeah.
I have looked up to this man since I was a crisp 12 years old. He was in O2L, and him and Connor are like the main reasons why I kind of picked up a camera. So when I kind of realized like I wanted to do video things is when JC did his 7 days on the road trip. And it was just him and his friends, and he made these gorgeous videos of their travels. And I was like, I need to do this. And I was like 13 when those came out. And like, I still, when someone asks my inspirations and like to see, like if it's the beginning of a class and they're like, who inspires you? I pull up one of those videos and I post it into like the discussion board because they just like, they're gorgeous and they're all I've ever wanted to make ever.
Yeah.
And so like I've watched him since he was a wee guy in Texas.
Yes.
To moving to that first apartment with Connor and Ricky. And then
The chaos.
Like, yeah.
The chaos.
Now I kind of want to go watch one of those videos just to remember.
Yeah.
And then I've seen it and I love him, and he's always been the most influential person in my life, at least for like the production that like I know and have wanted to make. And he's the reason why I'm here now and you know, do all the things that I do now and have learned to record and edit, even though like he has an editor now with Keenan JC. He has Andy, which I love Andy, but that's like the YouTube group that I was really on, was all of them. Like Andy, Corey, rest in peace, love him very much. Corey, Bobby, Franny, like
the
that
whole squad.
Yeah, that is my peak people. Let's see. Honestly, that's all I have to say. He's hardworking and he's, you know, consistently worked hard. Even in the like there's a few periods of time where, you know, they'll drop off the face of the earth, but then they'll come back and they have things like Reality House and like full shows that should be produced on like
MTV
a streaming service or something. They do that themselves.
Yeah.
Within like mere days.
It's
too.
Awesome how they do that.
I remember the first time they were ever producing Reality House, it was like they were like, we need a house for the next 2 nights and we need it now. And then they got it, and then they made the first season of Reality House, and it was crazy and it was fun, and I aspire to do that one day. Just be able to like make crazy, weird, cool things and create with my friends. Long story short, all of my idols represent working hard and building up like everything and then making things with your friends. And that's all I want to do.
Yep.
And that's all.
So my last one is actually a family member.
Okay.
It's my older brother, Jay.
Cute.
I don't want to cry. I don't. But my brother and I are 8.5 years apart. So I looked up to him for everything, literally, because he's also 6'7". So I actually,
Is your dad tall?
my dad is 6'2", and you've seen my mom.
Yeah.
I'm 6'1", basically 6'2". My brother's 6'7".
Yeah.
So we're 8.5 years apart, so I legit looked up to him for everything.
Yeah.
And he's the one that actually got me into bowling, specifically, because
Okay.
I wanted to be like him.
Yeah.
I wanted to be just like him.
What's the one song? I want to be just like, walk like you. And I don't know. I'm making things up, I think.
I don't think so. I don't know.
What Disney movie is that from? It's from something.
We'll think of it later.
Jungle Book?
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's been years since I've seen Jungle Book.
Me too.
We'll think of it later and we'll post it in the comments or something.
Yeah.
But yes, he was always, or he still is someone that he's so hardworking. So hardworking.
Yeah.
He made it through high school, but he wasn't the best student.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, when I was growing up versus when he was growing up was a lot different because I was so young and didn't see all the things that was going on between my parents.
Yeah.
And he was actually shielding me from what was actually going on in the house that I wasn't seeing. So he took me under his wing. He would always take me into his room. I would watch him play Grand Theft Auto or watch South Park or something. I was young at the time, so I probably shouldn't have been watching them. But he is actually kind of what inspired me to start video gaming and bowling and just keep a positive, hardworking outlook on everything that's going on in my life. Like I said, he was not a great student whatsoever. Yeah. He did not take well to school. We graduated the same day, so we didn't even get to see each other graduate. Mm-hmm. But now he will actually get to see me walk the stage and keep me going because he's what I think got me through college.
Yeah.
And wanted to have me go through college. He still is my biggest supporter. Mm-hmm. When I won nationals, he was the first person I called.
Yeah. Incredible.
Who else am I going to tell?
Exactly.
He was like, yeah, I told my mom and my dad, but I wanted to be like him.
Yep.
And he never made nationals. He never did anything like that. Mm-hmm. So he's just Jay. I love you, Jay. I know you're probably not listening to this, but
you have to send it to him and be like, just skip to the end.
Just get to the end. I love you.
Just skip to the end.
He's just so hardworking, even now, because he has 3 little girls to take care of. He has a wife. He's trying to make what he can do. Mm-hmm. Like, we've both gone through injuries. He just came back from tearing his ACL. Oof. He was bowling on his torn ACL. Yeah. He's smart, but sometimes not very smart.
He's a man.
He's a man.
He is a man.
He's just great. He's another one of the people that is like quiet, but is very, very, very outspoken. Mm-hmm. He says what he says, and he means it. He's the kind of, like, I have really, really, really bad resting bitch face.
Yeah.
So does he. We look exactly the same.
I love that. That's kind of great, though.
We look exactly the same. We don't look a thing like our parents. So you can tell we're siblings just off the get-go. But as you, like, meet us personally, you can see how similar we are to each other. Because I always looked up to him. Because I wanted to be like my older brother.
Absolutely.
So.
We love that. We love the family inspirations. They're the best.
Yeah, thank you, Jay, for saving my brain.
Absolutely.
So I didn't have to see the stuff you did. Or hear the stuff you did.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes, with older siblings, it's like, I don't know. How do I say this? You see what they're doing, and then you're kind of like, I don't want to be like that. And then it leads you to do something the other way. Because that's how I feel with my 2 sisters. And that's why I work so hard in schools. Because I'm like, a 9-to-5 job where I'm miserable? No. Hell no.
No.
And it's weird how the youngest of the siblings is like that.
Yeah. We just want to be like them.
Yeah.
Like, I would always want to go fishing with him just so I could spend time with him.
Yeah.
Just to have that one-on-one time with the person who made me who I was today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We love it for you and Jay.
Yes. So, mine are kind of like very, very, very hardworking.
Mm-hmm.
And just people who made me who I am.
Absolutely.
Especially with, like, content creation, too.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, content creation is a lot of what we do in our everyday lives, between writing scripts, and I do a lot of production things here. So I'm doing live TV shows and
the fun stuff
and like making commercials and stuff, but it's just production and learning how to produce those things and knowing that the people that we see are doing the same things.
Right. And inspired us to do so.
And that inspired us to do this, and that's why we're doing this and going to school and amongst everything else.
Doing what they're doing made us want to do what we want to do.
Exactly.
We wanted to have fun, and they were having fun. We will have fun.
Yes.
And we're having fun now, making this for you guys.
I agree. We have the laughs.
Yes. Sometimes
the
tears.
Giggles, the tears, I don't know. What else? We just live it. We vibe it.
We vibe.
We do.
Thank you to all of our inspirations, by the way.
Thank you to all of our inspirations, even though you're probably not listening. But that's okay.
It's okay.
That's okay. That's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
A little bit of an insight on us for you guys. See where a lot of our works come from.
True. What was I going to say? Oh, you follow us on our social media pages. Because Twitter, and
Facebook,
Instagram, and
English hard.
And we'll link them.
We'll link them. We have to find a way to make them all the same because
we do, because they're just every other name, and like they need to be the same name, and they're not. I think it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Maybe we will assess.
Yes.
And come up with. And I need to pee violently.
I've had to
pee for the last 20 minutes. It's okay.
It's fine.
We're almost done.
Well, thank you for listening, and see you in the next one. If you guys have any ideas on what you want us to cover, let us know. Because I'm still in the process of listening to 5 SOS. For you.
5 McFucking what, Tegan?
5 SOS.
5 sauce.
Still. Same thing.
No, it is
For
not.
me, it's the same thing.
It might be, but it's 5 sauce. I have the shirt on today and everything. Like...
You know what? We both have our boy bands.
We do have our boy bands.
Since we had the combined One Direction, you have 5 sauce, then you have to do Jonas Brothers.
I know every Jonas Brothers song, baby.
Even the new ones?
Mostly.
Uh-oh. We should probably do that one instead for now.
Yeah. Literally.
I know, you went to the thingy.
I was at a Disney rave. They was playing all the Jonas Brothers.
But the new stuff is even better.
I know some of the new stuff.
Minus the one song that gives me my feels real hard. But we're going to save that for another day.
I love the Jonas Brothers. Not as much as I love, say, like 5 Seconds to Summer or like anybody else, but they're on my radar.
Okay.
I keep up with them. I keep my eyes open.
Okay.
5 Sauce has just been my favorite band since I was like 12.
That's me with the Jonas Brothers.
No.
Since I was like 6.
What did I discover? I was in 6th grade. 11. Probably 11.
Okay.
I think I've loved them since I was 11.
Who's your favorite Jonas Brothers member?
My favorite Jonas Brother member is probably Joe.
Thank you. That's the correct answer. That's the correct answer.
It's probably Joe. Just, I don't know.
He's goofy.
The way he said, like, I don't know. He reminds me, him and Sophia's relationship reminds me of me and Brady. Because, like, when they got their Walk of Fame star, goes, "I love you, homie."
I love you,
and
homie.
She was like,
yeah.
And that's literally me and Brady
That's
whenever we do anything. Or, like, I don't know. We accidentally call each other buds sometimes. Or, my favorite. If you can't high-five your boyfriend
then what's
confidently, then what's the point of being in a relationship? Like, even before Brady hugs me or anything, he will high-five me.
I love that.
When I do something.
That's
and
funny.
I'm like...
I love that.
Like, if you cannot high-five your boyfriend, then what are you doing with your life?
We love a hype man.
We do. We love a hype man. We love the homie. Love you, homie.
Love you, Zach. Feel better.
Feel better, Zach.
I love you.
Anywho, another tangent. I'm gonna pee my pants.
Well, let's take a break and end the episode.
Okay. We will see you
In the next one.
in the next one with some creepy spookies.
AKA, what is your favorite saying now?
I don't know.
Isn't the next one Beowulf?
Oh no.
No?
No, it's the
I lied
Beast of
then.
Jevudan.
Oh, I lied
Which
then.
I mean, it is another. Beowulf's not a werewolf or anything though. I don't know. I fucking hate you, Beowulf.
Thank you. I was gonna say for good measure, you gotta say it.
For good measure. Oh no, I can't start. I can't start another thing. We'll see you in the next episode, guys. The next one's on the Beast of Jevudan, and we'll see you in the next episode. Follow us on our social media. I have to pee.
Bye.
Goodbye.